I watch a lot of dating videos or dating coach videos, and some of them happen to be white, some of them happen to be black. And I don't really watch white dating coaches to get game from white men because their dating life is completely different from the dating life of a black man. But I keep hearing this central theme going on about hypergamy. And I'm here to tell you, hypergamy doesn't exist, man. Especially for black men, hypergamy does not exist. And see, here's the thing with white men. White men use the excuse of hypergamy simply because they're so entitled that they cannot grasp the reason for a woman not wanting to date them anymore. So, in order to excuse the reason why that woman left them, they blame everything on hypergamy. And if you're like me, you've dated a lot of women. The average woman is not attractive enough, and her life is not put together enough for her to simply, she's dating a man making minimum wage this time. A year down the line, she breaks up with him. Now she's dating a man making $50,000 a year. The average woman can't do that. And that's because they're not that attractive. Maybe a 8, a 9, or a 10 can do that, even though it's still hard for them because there's such a small pool of men making a very large amount of money. They can't really go from men making minimum wage to making $50,000 to $100,000 a year like that. And black men, they really need to stop believing in the term, because the term does not apply to us. Because first of all, you know, the minimum salary that we make, and it's on average, is 38,000 a year. The number might be wrong, but it's about 38. So she's not gonna go from one brother making $40,000 a year to the next brother making $25,000 a year, or vice versa. It doesn't happen like that, you know. And then black men try to make it seem like dating a thug is hypergamy, or oh well, like I don't know. I was on one video and a lady was saying how she preferred dark skin, and of course I'm light skinned, and I said something about it. And the guy was like, "Oh well, you know that's hypergamy because she wanted to date dark skinned men." There are women out there that like light skinned men too. So is that hypergamy because she likes light skinned men? No, that's just her fucking preference. You know, even with thugs, like if a chick dates a thug, you know, thugs ain't making that much fucking money. They're not. And if they make that much money, they can't do anything with it anyway because in order to buy a house and to buy a car, you got to have proof of income. If you don't have proof of income, and even if you got like a side job, okay, you work at fucking Wendy's part time and then you sell drugs on the side, you still got to have a proof of income. This guy probably won't have a fucking car, or at least a nice car. He's going to have to go through a private owner. He can't buy a house unless he does, I don't know, a rent to own thing or goes through a private owner. I mean, he would have to do that through when he rents. You can't just go out and just, you know, buy something and say, hey, you know, I got this much money in my account with no proof of income and how you got that money. Come on now, man. Y'all got to be smarter than that. Once again, hypergamy is just an excuse because white men can't take the fact that a woman left them for whatever fucking reason. So they want to blame it on, oh, she went out and she was able to go get some man, you know, with a net worth of $5 million out of nowhere like that. The average woman cannot do that. And a lot of these women are single mothers too, man. And yes, have I seen some single mothers marry rich men? Yes, I've seen that. But most of the time, no. It doesn't happen like that. And you know what? I've dated some fine ass women. I've dated eight, nines, and tens. And A lot of their boyfriends in their past relationships, man, a lot of them were bums. A lot of them were fucking bums. So how in the hell does hypergamy exist when you're seeing dimes dating absolute fucking bums or nines with bums, men with no cars, men with no licenses, men with 4 or 5 kids, men that are drug addicts? If hypergamy exists, none of these men would be able to get women. Hell, I think a woman, especially a woman that's college educated or a woman with a great fucking job, would date a fucking drug addict bum over a man that's a millionaire. And I know what they're going to say. Oh, it's all about looks. Man, these women are not dating GQ models. The guy is probably either average or worse looking than you are. I've seen that a lot too. The thing is, these guys are simps and they know how to lie really well. That's all women care about. Women don't care about how much money you make in the beginning, at least. Because when them bills hit, she will start complaining if you can't help her pay the bills. But these women are not able to date up like that. Despite what they tell you on YouTube, don't believe the hype. These are just men who can't accept the fact that women leave them or can't accept the fact that women aren't really attracted to them like they believe they are simply because they're white.